Rubi Rose, if you're listening, you owe Druski a refund. These new 304s, these new S workers, they don't know their place. And it's really messing up the game, especially in America, because unfortunately, on paper, S work is still illegal, right? But now what you have is these quote unquote online S workers or escorts. We have these open escorts really by their actions, but if you call them an escort, they'll they get offended. They don't understand how the game works. Rubi Rose doesn't understand her place and she doesn't understand how the game works. She's in pure violation here, right? And I'm going to show you why. So everybody knows about the PR job, right? When we saw those photos of Druski and Rubi Rose together and whatnot, and then they broke up like 2 or 3 weeks later. Like, and I remember seeing the pictures, whatever, and I remember trying to, explaining to the people, to the audience, that this is clearly a pay for play situation. Druski paid her clearly, and this is the PR, the cameras, and blah blah blah. And you had like the straggles say, "Oh, this is real love," while at the same time, trying to destroy Simone Biles' relationship. Anyways, that's a whole other story for another day. But I digress. Druski paid for it, right? Now, Rubi Rose now is putting church business out in the streets. This is a violation. This is a violation. So right here, you see these tweets in the bottom left. She goes, and for the record, I never slept with that man. Ninja paid for PR, not the punani. She makes another tweet. He is funny and nice, though. She makes another tweet. I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a ninja got. I'm rich, SF, LOL. We need pimps back. We need pimps. We need pimps back, because I believe, like these new escorts, these new age prostitutes, they've been out of line. They're messing up the game. They're messing up the game. As a prostitute, right? Your job is not necessarily just the money. They're paying you the money, not just for whatever they're paying for, whatever the experience or the illusion or the PR, blah blah blah, whatever it is, right? They're mainly paying you for your discretion, for you to keep your mouth shut. They shouldn't even really have to be. It's like it's already, that's the NDA, right? That's the NDA. Like, them paying you is the NDA, right? But these new age escorts, they don't understand the game. Now, the problem is these new age escorts, they still, like the ones of today, the strippers, right? The S workers, the escorts, the OnlyFans broads, even though the adult film stars, right? They still think that they're like normal people. They still think they're regular, and they believe that they deserve, like, they not only do they feel like they deserve love and a family and a wedding, they feel entitled to it. Even beside, like, even though their profession is this, if they're a bottle service girl, they're a stripper, whatever, they still feel entitled to a relationship. They still feel entitled to feeling love. And dangerously, and the most dangerous thing is this: they still catch feelings like they're a regular chick. They still catch feelings. So even though she's sleeping around, or she's sleeping around for money, whatever, she still feels like if she encounters a man that she likes, that man should stop what he's doing and take her seriously. So this is where Rubi Rose got the game confused. So people were wondering, why would Rubi Rose put Druski out there like that, even though Druski didn't say nothing wrong about her? Druski didn't say nothing bad about her. He was praising her, saying that he was nice. He said that he put the accountability on himself. He said, "Oh yeah, I just didn't have, if you're dating a quote unquote bad bitch like a Rubi Rose, who she's not a bad bitch in my opinion, but that's just my opinion." But in his words, Druski said, if you're dating a bad bitch like Rubi Rose, you got to make sure your money's up. So he put all the onus and responsibility of him, and Rubi Rose still put him on blast. Now, whether you guys believe or not that Druski did or did not smash, that's up to you to decide. But either way, she's foul. So people are asking, let me repeat myself right here. People are asking, why did she do that? Why did she put him on blast, even though he did nothing wrong to her? And this is where this tweet comes in, the original tweet. Somebody here said Druski hasn't ever come out and said a word about him ever effing her. By the way, that's the funniest part about all this. But the answer to the question, why did Rubi Rose put him on blast like that? Right here. This is the answer. This guy says here, some ninja she actually likes was like, ain't you messing with Druski? And she lost it. And that right there is what I believe what happened. I am 90%, I will say I am 80% sure, because I could still be wrong, but I am 80 to 90% sure. I'll give it to you. I am 90% sure that happened. I am 90% sure that happened. Where it was a ninja that she's messing with, whether it's another famous dude or somebody that she knows personally, that she has feelings for, right? And they're like, well, weren't you messing with Druski? And she's tired of hearing that. And probably, you know what? It's probably not only just that. I believe this. Let me add on to that. I believe that she's been trying to still, find a dude out there, or still trying to clout chase by finding different dudes. And she's tired of hearing Druski being being attached to her name. I think she's tired of Druski's name being attached to her, and she believes it's affecting her it's affecting her clout, or her ability to get the certain dudes that she wants to aim for. That's what I believe is happening. So that's me just adding on to it. I believe that is also true. What this man just said here, that a ninja that she likes was like, ain't you messing with Druski, and she lost it. And I'll just say it's not only that. I believe because she's just tired of Druski's name being attached to her, even though she accept the payment. You know what I mean? She thinks that because she took that deal, she doesn't like how his name is being attached to her, and she thinks it's affecting her ability to get what she wants from other men that she wants to aim at, or just other men that she wants. You know what I mean? So that's my hypothesis. That's my official hypothesis on the situation. But let me go back here. Let me go back to the comment section, because shout out to the people in the comment section, the man and the woman calling her out, because according to what she said, talking about, oh, he only paid for this, not the punani, and blah blah blah. So clearly he deserves a refund, because he didn't pay you to say all that other stuff. He paid you for the PR, so you got to leave it like that. And really, she's messing her own self up by doing what she just did right there. So right here, I love this comment by Jada Martinique. She says, I think he deserves a refund since she's running her mouth. And these are facts. This is unprofessional. You're a pay for play girl. That's what you are. You're a call girl. You're a pay for play girl. You're not supposed to be running your mouth like this. You're an industry girl. That's what you are. You're not a normal woman. You're not a normal woman. It's a breach of a shout out to this other girl here. She said it's a breach of contract. This is a breach of contract. Somebody said shout out to her. Sorry, this man right here. He said, and if you're so rich, why are you taking money on some love? Don't cost a thing type ish. Because I remember this is the tweet right here. She says, I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a ninja got. I'm rich, but you taking money from Druski. All right. Oh man, somebody said, what the F, he need a refund. Facts. He needs a refund. Somebody said the fact that someone can pay for you in that way, that's not a flex. But like I said, I explained this the other night on my live stream. These new escorts, that are around my age, I'm 26, right? Rubi Rose, 27, 26. I think she's still 26. I know how she thinks. Trust me, I know how she thinks. These broads around that, the broads in their 20s right now, the strippers that are in their 20s right now, right? Mid 20s, late 20s, especially. Those broads grew up listening to August Alsina, Drake, Party Next Door, Usher, T-Pain. These guys would make songs about falling in love with strippers and escorts. Literally, if you look at their lyrics, Tory Lane's another one. They would make songs, specifically when I'm talking about Drake, right? Party Next Door, these people. They made songs about falling in love with escorts and strippers. No, like that's not even, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. They all grew up on these people. So they just assume they want to be in that lifestyle because so they aim to be in that lifestyle. So back in the day, you would have the strippers and the escorts, like back in the, like the 80s or the 90s or 70s, 60s, whatever, in the past, right? Ancient times, right? You would have the ladies of the night, the strippers. They would do what they do, but they understood, look, since I'm choosing this path, I'm not, if somebody wants to be in a relationship with me, have at it. You know what I mean? They don't feel entitled to a relationship because they understand what their profession is. So what ends up happening is if they end up getting married down the road, right? They'll either just be completely honest about their past, or they just won't say anything at all. They just won't mention it because they already know. Or if they get rescued by one of these, traveling artists or musicians or whatever, entertainers, they'll just accept the rescue and be like, well, I didn't think that was going to happen to me. All right, I'm done stripping. I'm good. And then they'll just leave it at that. But nowadays, you have these broads, because there's no more pimps. Because even back then, if a man wanted to save a stripper back then, he would have to pay whoever owned her the ransom fee. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that straightforward. So there was protocol. But now, since there's no pimps, these broads don't have no managers and all this stuff. They just think they could just go lolly die and just they still think they're regular women. They still think that they can still participate with society as normal people, but they're not. And they don't understand the job of the game is not just to collect money from simps. The main purpose of them collecting the money is the discretion. And Rubi Rose is in violation right here. Let me see. What in the love don't cost a thing? He said, it's always females like her. We like Druski more than you anyways. Facts. Because Druski is a very likable person. He doesn't talk no nonsense. He does his jokes. He does his skits, his acting, and people just like him. So, yeah, Rubi Rose, she messed with the wrong one. But yeah, anyways, yeah, Rubi Rose, I'll say this. Yeah, Druski should ask for a refund. But like I said, because Rubi Rose, I don't know if she has a manager, even though most of the top OnlyFans girls, they have managers. I don't know if she has a manager, but like Druski's team should literally go to the manager and be like, yo, you in violation. They're like, this is a complete violation. You know what I mean? I am definitely behind Druski getting a refund.